myself. What a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's going on, peeps? RG26116 in the 40 and Still Gaming Lab, still continuing to practice some social distancing. Man, I was online on my Xbox and I found this really dope deal. They actually had the Contra collection half off, so it was like $7 last night. You know I had to get at it. If you look below me, you will see I'm actually playing Contra, because the cool thing about this version, it has 14 different versions of Contra, including the one I love, which is the NES version. So I had to run through this game and figure it out. So this is my playthrough that we're seeing below. I did this a little bit earlier today before I went to work. Other than that, things are well. Hope everything's well with you. One thing I did notice about this game, putting in the Contra code is really, really screwy. I don't know how in the Sandhill I got it to go, because I put it in the traditional way and I went on the internet because it wouldn't go, and I just kept typing it over and over again, and eventually it took. So what I ended up doing is, after I got the Contra code to go, which gives you 30 men, which of course everybody, well, most people my age would know that would be up, up, down, down, left, right, B8, start. Yeah, once I got the Contra code to go, I literally just saved it. So because it's weird. I don't know what they did differently that makes it where the Contra code doesn't work the way it's supposed to. But other than that, it's perfect. You can change the perspective. I made it 16 by 9 so it fit on my TV screen. And it looks just as awesome as it did, or probably a little more awesome than it did when I first played it on the original NES. Another game that I purchased from Konami was the Castlevania collection, which is dope too. But it's just something about Castlevania on NES. I mean, excuse me, this Contra on NES that just makes me really, really takes me back, man. And I'm having a really dope round on this one, because I don't think I lost a man in this round. Yeah, I caught a really good run. As a matter of fact, I even got an extra man on that one. Huh. Yeah, so playing this game brings back a lot of good memories, man. That's one thing I think is missing. Yeah, games are super technical, and they have all these really cool plot twists and all the stuff. But the older games were just pure fun. And sometimes we get so caught up in the technology and the graphics, and sometimes we get away from good old fashioned fun. Because I can play this simple game for hours, and I'm just as entertained as sometimes when I play some of the newer stuff. And I know it sounds crazy, but there was just a basic fun that sometimes we get away from in gaming. It doesn't have to be a AAA title. It doesn't have to be some technological marvel. It just kind of has to be fun. Even if it's a big game like Call of Duty, if you get away from fun, then why are you playing it? Because I think I have more fun playing online with people in Call of Duty than sometimes I do actually using the story mode. And the story modes are pretty compelling entertainment, but sometimes just having human interaction, playing with folks. Damn, I took him out. Sometimes just playing and having interaction with folks is really more important than the actual game itself. Yeah, and I know playing online is a cesspool sometimes, and people with no home training, that's their time to shine and say crazy stuff. But overall, the online experience is not that bad. You're like most things, you're going to have a few people that don't have no home training that's going to say crazy stuff. But if you can get past that, you can have a pretty good, enjoyable time with human interaction and video games, especially now. Because right now is the time we all kind of need to, be better to each other, so we can get through this crazy time of ours. So, good way to pass the time and keep your mind off things by playing video games. And a better thing would be if people knew how to act on video games and not treat each other so poorly. But I might be reaching, but it's worth a try. All I can do is put it out there, and hopefully the energy from this video will pushes to a new direction. Man, I just got killed. Man, that's crazy. I was in the rock and hard place on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna stop preaching. I don't profess to be a preacher or anything. I just like good video games. If you've never seen Contra before, it's got a pretty decent legacy. There's quite a few versions of it. They had, of course, started in the arcades. Then it moved to the home consoles, like most games. Then it moved to generations. So, like there's a Game Boy version, there's a Sega version. So pretty much it quietly moved through the generations of games, and continues to this day to be a really great game to play. I can't think of the name right now, but there's actually a new version of Contra out currently. So this is a cool introduction. If you didn't understand what Contra is, if you heard it, if you heard the up, down, down, left, right, B, start code, this is one of the games that kind of brought that little code and that thing to prominence. So for young guys, check it out. I encourage you. This is something you don't have to Google search. You can just plop down $7 and a gig of hard drive space, and you can be playing it kind of right now. And you got like 14 different versions to play, including the Japanese port. So don't get any easier than that. What else is going on today that I can tell you about? Oh man, I know what I seen that was interesting. There's an actual Travis Scott concert that actually happened on Fortnite. I thought it was a hoax until I seen it. That was pretty compelling. Shout out to Fortnite for coming up with ideas and things I've never seen before. That was pretty compelling. I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan, but the fact that they pulled it off was amazing. So I give them credit for finding new ways to entertain the people. Even if they got too many microtransactions, other than that, game's not bad at all. And I do commend them for trying to do something different. That was refreshing, like super refreshing. All right, we're moving pretty good in this game. Let's see. Yeah, this is always a challenging part because that little wire that you see in front of me, if I move forward, it shocks you and then it opens you up for a bullet. So you can only move left to right until you bust the gate open with the bullets. So, what else is happening today? Oh, today is the NFL draft, and of course the Lions picked an awesome player that we kind of didn't need. He's a really good defensive player, but we kind of needed a quarterback, and most of us think we probably should have took Tua at number 3, but of course, in true Lions fashion, they found a way to kind of like make their fan base mad always. That's kind of what they specialize in. Selling tickets and making the fan base mad. But it's sports. It's a good distraction. Even if the NFL draft ain't the way we used to seeing it, at least there was something to talk about sports-wise, so I'm not going to complain this time. Let's see. What else can I tell you guys about? Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about my WWE saga. This is interesting. Okay, so the second day of WrestleMania, I actually ordered some t-shirts. And it is now, I believe, the 23rd? And I haven't got my t-shirts yet. So, I emailed the WWE shop and I said, hey, man, I ordered my shirts on the second night of WrestleMania. It's now 20 days and I haven't got my t-shirts. And I get to reply back, and the lady told me that, oh, we have some security measures that are in place. And I'm like, yeah, I understand security measures, but how much security do you need for 2 clearance t-shirts that are under $30? And it was almost implied that, I should just wait. And at first I was going to get mad, I was going to cancel my order. I'm like, okay, because I'm pretty patient, but, 30 days, 20 days for 2 t-shirts, because I've ordered plenty of stuff from WWE shop. And, 20 days to wait for some t-shirts, that's a little much. But, just when I lost faith in the old WWE network, or not network, excuse me, the shop, they actually sent me an email and they followed up with me, and then they re-verified my address, and they're supposed to be sending out my replacement t-shirts. Because when you look at the original order, it says that my t-shirts are at a post office 20 miles away from my house. And they've been at the same post office for weeks. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of not my problem. I shouldn't have to drive. If I pay for shipping, I shouldn't have to go pick my stuff up. That's why you pay for shipping. So, so I'm sure something got lost in translation somewhere, and now I'm getting my t-shirts back. Or getting my t-shirts that I paid for. I didn't get them back. I never got them to begin with. What else can we tell you about? Oh, I know what I can ask you guys about. What do you feel about these masks? How do you feel about wearing a mask now everywhere you go? I'm getting used to it. It's taking some while to get used to it. Only thing that's kind of inconvenient, you wear a mask and you got sunglasses on, and all of a sudden your sunglasses or your eyeglasses are fogged all up. So I got to get used to that. Still trying to keep the social distancing and the rules of the land intact. Sometimes you feel like it's a pain in the butt, but overall, the social distancing, it works. The more people we can keep off the roads and stuff and out of the public, the better. Because we're just trying to protect each other, like I've said in previous videos. Also, at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the CDC. So if you need any updates on what's happening with the situation as it stands with COVID-19, you can always go on the CDC website and get all the information you need. Man, I got crushed on that one. I was not doing a good job on trying to take out that machine. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the CDC.gov. So, Center of Disease Control, I should say the full name. And you'll be able to get some updates on what's happening and places you can go if you need help or anything. Because it's more important that we look out for each other versus anything else. So if this video can put some light and help you out in some way, shape, or form, then we're willing to do that. It's bigger than our community is big, and we should always be looking out for each other. We don't always have to agree on everything, but what we do have to do is kind of like be down for each other and make sure we're all doing our part to keep each other safe. So I'm doing my part, and I hope you are too. I'm pretty sure you are. I have faith. We're all gonna do what we gotta do, right? Let's see. Man, we're moving right along, man. I didn't realize how fast I was getting through this game. I was moving pretty good on this one. I sure hated that I couldn't keep my spray gun through the whole situation, but this game has a pretty decent frame rate. Also built in rapid fire. If you toggle the left bumper, you actually can switch from single fire to rapid fire, which is kind of cool because rapid fire is in sporadic, and then single fire you have to always hit the trigger, which is really huge in 8-bit games because a lot of times it came down to being able how fast you can press the button to get out certain functions, especially in games like old school pro wrestling and some other games. Being able to press the button really fast was a thing, where it didn't come down to the skill, it came down to how damn fast you can mash that button. There's a whole bunch of old school Nintendo games that hold on to this old adage. There's a game called like Tag Team, mainly the wrestling games like Tag Team Wrestling. A lot of those games definitely were down with the button pressing bonanza. So this game being no different. Life Force also. Life Force is another Konami game with the up down down code. Man, I just got checked out on that one. It's crazy. Yeah, they were another game that actually did the Konami code with the up down down. So it was also a button masher. Double Dragon to a certain degree on NES. But you didn't have to pass it that fast, but it was a lot of button pressing. When I was a kid, I used to actually take my Nintendo controllers apart to fix them and clean the buttons out and stuff like that. Now these controllers are mad complicated. I wouldn't know where to start to take apart an Xbox or a PlayStation controller to figure out how to clean it. But yeah, when I was younger, I used to take my controllers apart, man. They were not that complex back then. I didn't have so many buttons, pressure control, and all those other things that now controllers have. So, but we're talking about 20 years ago. Stuff happens. Technology gets better, and life moves on. As we get nearly to the end of this game, I want to know your thoughts about the Final Fantasy remake. Um, Me personally, I think it's kind of dope. But I think I'm going to have to play the original Final Fantasy VII first, because for what I'm reading is it's not an exact Final Fantasy remake is not an exact port of the original Final Fantasy game. It's actually got a little twist to it. So I figure the only way I can truly appreciate what they've done is I gotta actually play the original version first. I know it sounds crazy, but I've never played Final Fantasy VII. I was more of a Metal Gear guy at that time frame. Still am a Metal Gear guy, but I never really got into Final Fantasy. Not like I got anything against RPGs. I just fell off the radar. I was in my 20s. And I was a busy guy when I was younger. Still busy now, but I was really busy back in the days. You know. So a game like that didn't lend itself to my time frame because that took a lot more time than I was willing to give towards video games at that point in my life. So. But yeah, now that I've got a little time on my hands and I'm in the video game making, video business, if there is such a thing, I guess we got a little time on our hands. So we're going to pick up the Final Fantasy VII Remake and see how that is. But first, I'm going to go back and play the first one. Because I actually have a copy of the original Final Fantasy VII actually on my PlayStation. I brought that little PlayStation Mini. And I'm going to go ahead and cop that, and then we'll go from there. It'll be dope. Can't wait for that. What else can I tell you about? For you old school retro gamers, there's also a new TurboGrafx coming out. There's a mini TurboGrafx system coming out. That's gonna be pretty dope. There's also another retro system that's gonna be cross compatible to all the old systems. You gotta check out the Modern Vintage Gamer because the name escapes me at this point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up for you guys. Yeah, because I just watched the Modern Vintage Gaming. Shout out to him because he always comes up with some stuff I've never seen before. So thank you, sir. You keep me in the loop. All right, so let's look it up. Because we're almost at the last level, so I might as well fill you guys in on what's going on here. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, it's called the Poly Mega. It's actually a all-in-one retro system. They actually did pre-sales on it starting last year. It's going to be at Walmart, so it must be something that they've gotten it to the point where they're doing pre-sales and it's an actual item you can buy at Walmart. The price tag was a little much, but I figure for what it does, I'm willing to buy it because it's supposed to be able to do Saturn, TurboGrafx, and a couple other systems straight out the box. And then for like another $80, you can buy an adapter where it actually will do like NES and Sega and stuff like that. So, and the cool part about it is it's got its own dedicated processor. It's all emulation, but it's supposed to be just as good as using the regular systems. It's got its own dedicated processor, comes with a wireless controller, and so far it looks dope. So instead of me buying another Xbox, pretty much, because the Xbox pretty much is an upgraded version, I might end up getting this new system, and taking my retro game thing up to the next level. Because I got quite a few Sega Saturn games that I still like playing. I got a couple other games that I don't have a decent system to play on, or they haven't actually came up with a redo. So there's quite a few games I can show you guys that, once I get that system, I'll be able to do even more videos and come up with more stuff to show you. We are nearing the end of this, and we're going to go ahead and wind down because I think I'm within about a couple inches of the level boss. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing it and making it. Hopefully we can hook up and play some games as a team here. This is RG26116 signing off. Yeah, as you see, the level boss just died. Hopefully we can get out there and play some games. My gamer tags will be listed below. Guys, feel free to look me up on the gaming platforms. I try to play video games as much as possible outside of living regular life, of course. You still got to pay the bills. You still got to live life. You still got a family. So, But yeah, I'm on video games, so feel free to send me an invite, and I try to get at you so we can play, man. Because video games is what I do. I really enjoy it. Pardon me. Let these credits roll out. Take care of yourself. Be good to each other. And I will catch you guys next week. All right. See you later.
What a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah.
For more information on COVID-19 or any other ailment, please go to the Center of Disease Control at www.cdc.gov. Keep informed, stay healthy, stay safe.